Yes, everybody. Russ, the West End Network. Hope you're safe and well. It's Hammer's Headlines Association with KUMB.com, boys. As always, check them out. Latest news reviews and opiniones. We've had a busy day already. We spoke about the Giulio Lopetegui Guardian interview. Gave you my thoughts on that. And then lunchtime, we did our little lunchtime live where we spoke about the obviously beating Arsenal 1-0 at the Emirates again, and doing a bit of a player rating jobby on that. And then Hammer's Headlines now. And then at 6 o'clock, we've got the Academy show. Good week for the Academy players on and off the pitch. But let's get on to it. Let's talk about transfer rumour, shall we? According to The Sun and a couple of other sources today, West Ham do seem to be on a hunt, on the prowl for the Southampton defender Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Now, Taylor is a player that we've been linked to before. We linked to when he was at Burnley on loan, and a player we've always been interested in. But according to the report, we could be putting in a bid in the summer for a bargain price of £15 million. The 23-year-old England international made his debut for England over this year already. And what's quite interesting as well is he not only did that, but he scored, isn't he, against Ireland, and he's the future son-in-law of Roy Keane. So I imagine that'd be fun Sunday roast the day after the goal. He was on loan at Southampton, and as part of the obligation to the loan deal, he joined permanently for £20 million. Now, in a team that hasn't performed well all season, he's come out with plenty of plaudits. So much so, as I said, that he got called up to the England squad, and I'm all for this one. If this could happen, I'll be quite happy with that, particularly with like 15 million quid. He's young. He's an England international. He's homegrown. He's a good defender. He's good on the ball. He ticks a lot of boxes for me, and I think he would thrive. I think he could, playing in the right side, he would thrive into becoming a regular sort of England international, and obviously an established Premier League player. Part of the Man City youth academy, went through their books. He had a few loan spells all over the place, but Southampton he signed permanently for. Obviously, he, by the sounds of it, wants out in the summer, doesn't want to go back down to the Championship, and so a Premier League move is what he's hankering for. And West Ham are one of the clubs who would be interested in him. We're also interested, obviously, with Aaron Ramsdale as well, their goalkeeper. Both of them are coming sort of out of a very poor Southampton side. They're sort of coming out smelling of roses a little bit, and I'm all for this. It could be someone like Mavropanos leaves and is replaced by Harwood-Bellis, or I think that's probably the most likely. In all honesty, we are led to be believed that Potter's not a fan of Mav, and he is of Taylor. So one in, one out could be, and it'd probably be about break even in terms of what we sell Mav for, what we'd bring in. I'd maybe probably sell Mav about 15 million quid, probably back to the Bundesliga, and then bringing in Harwood. I think they'd be an absolute bargain. We've got form. We bought Wan-Bissaka for 15 million quid for Man United, so anything can happen. But with Southampton going down, they'll be looking to almost not a fire sale, but get rid of some of their sort of highest earning players in order to cope with the financial difficulties. We're going back down to the Championship. So let's keep an eye on that one. Yes, please. One person I can't believe I'm talking about in terms of their return date is Michail Antonio. According to a report over the weekend, the Forest game is when he's penciled in for a potential return date. The last home game of the season, sorry. Let me play Ipswich. 3 months ago, this guy was minutes away from dying and then minutes away from losing a leg, being amputated on the scene. It was that bad. He's now in training at Rush Green, 3 months on from that horrific crash in December. And 5 months, he could be in the claret and blue shirt running out on the pitch. I'm flabbergasted. I thought that was his career over. Now, obviously, this is sort of penciled in. There might have been hiccups and any setbacks in his recovery, but he is more than hopeful of being back in time to face his former club on May the 18th. And in terms of fixtures, it'd be a perfect fixture to come back to, wouldn't it? Last home game of the season, feel good fact to be fucking off the chart. He's his old club as well, Forest, who he bought him from. A fairy tale ending to a quite a horrific season. And I did a thing on Friday. Was it Friday? We went through everything that's happened in the first 6 months, and obviously the car crash was one of those things. This would just cap off one of the most extraordinary seasons off the pitch I think we've ever had as West Ham fans. A change of manager, head coach rather, change of director of football. Mikel out. We've had international get injured, like Fulkrug and hamstrings and Somerville and broken foots with Bowen. To have him back in time would be mental. He's 35, entering the final year of his contract. Well, he's in the final year of his contract, so getting minutes could put him towards a new extension for next year. I think in all likelihood that's probably what will happen, and that will be his last at West Ham. And then whether he retires or maybe goes to the MLS or the Saudi Pro League, both he's been heavily linked with. I don't know, but I imagine that would be the trajectory of Mikel if he can prove his fitness. But honestly, the man's he's defying medical science. He's the $5 million man. Let's talk about some loan deals. Talk about a guy who's defying medical science. Maxwell Cornet. Maxwell Cornet played again. It was a 62nd minute substitute as Genoa narrowly lost 1-0 away in the Serie A to Inter Milan. Freddie Potts he's suffered an injury a couple of weeks ago, so he's still out. So he missed out on Portsmouth's 2-1 victory. At home to QPR. All the academy loans we do in the academy show, just in case you're worried. Nafi Ged, he started in their match against. I had it. Was it? It was it. I had it. Where's it gone? Where's it? I had it. Leganes. He started in their home win. However, went off at 32 minutes through injury, and it's a bad one. It's a muscle injury, and he will no doubt miss their Copa del Rey semi-final against Real Madrid on Wednesday, and could be out for a significant amount of time, which is a shame, really, because he's had a really good time at Real Sociedad. We'll wait and see. The prognosis isn't great at the moment. It looks like did someone say it's a torn? I think someone said it was a torn muscle, but I don't know if it's that bad. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out later on. Talking about injured players, Kurt Zouma's Al Arabiya will be playing Damak today in the Saudi Pro League, and he's unlikely to feature. He's missed the last sort of half dozen games through injury, and it's likely to continue. There's been no return date on his injury for Mikel Antonio. We know when his could be back, but Kurt Zouma. And that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for your time as per usual. As I said, a couple of hours' time, we'll have the Academy show. A match-winning sub appearance for George Earthy for Bristol City on Friday night, and then he was in the stand watching us beat Arsenal with Caelan Casey on Saturday. What a weekend he's had! And Josh Landers, our signing from Hibernian, bags another. It's 2-2 for under 18s. We'll talk about all about that in a couple of hours' time in the Academy show. But until then, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith. Come on, you bloody irons! Odds!